to the APAC Health, Fitness and Wellness Leadership Summit. Today we are joined with Brian, the CEO of Centered. Let's now dive into the first question. Brian, huge congratulations for managing to successfully launch Centered in the middle of this crisis. Can you please share with all watching today what exactly Centered is? Who are you? What do you guys do?
Yes, thank you for having me. We are the first really travel wellness focused platform. It's basically a wellness concierge focusing only on brands covering 200 plus cities around the world and 65 airports around the world as well. So for our travelers and our partners and members, from the moment you leave your home to the airport ecosystem and to your destination and back, we have literally created Centered to be your peace of mind in this new post-pandemic world. And everything from telemedicine to our doctors 24/7, offerings within amazing small businesses like yoga studios, fitness studios, wellness hotels, wellness retreats, and even remote working options for our members in cities that they've either moved to because of COVID or cities that they're going to be visiting at some point in time. It's all about travel and wellness, and that's what our brand is.
Thank you so much for the short and sweet answer, about Centered. Now moving on to the next question. What problem in the market did you identify that Centered was built to solve?
Quite a few. I think most of you who are listening to now, this might be boring, so I'll try to make it short and sweet. But being in the travel business from the airport perspective, first 8 years ago, we were always listening to the credit card companies and all the other aggregators that are out there, and their offerings were so outdated, especially when it comes to loyalty. What does loyalty mean? To me, loyalty means I've earned your trust. And I think the issue that we saw was the technology was outdated. The booking experience was outdated. The user journey just was not clean. And and the offering itself was still, because most of these loyalty platforms for travel were into an old, boring airport lounge. Sorry, it's the truth. And so what Centered saw was an opportunity to extend the travel offerings, not just to the airport ecosystem, because people were asking us all the time, Ryan, I'm flying to Hong Kong or to Singapore. Where should I go to yoga movement, right? Or where should I go to a spin class? Where should I have a culinary experience that's healthy? I travel constantly for work or even for pleasure, and I don't have time to Google everything. And so what we created was an opportunity there to curate a bespoke experience that's in your fingertips of your phone. So that's one of the many things that we saw was a really new generation wellness concierge and loyalty platform that could be integrated into the credit card loyalty platform, but with something fresh and new and not just the stale lounge offering.
Thank you so much. As an aggregator, you straddle over the wellness ecosystem, working with a range of partners. How have you created a value proposition that so many can see?
When it comes to brands and our partnerships, everything is about our brands. We look at them as they have to come first, because if we're serving our brands, then we're actually serving our customers indirectly. Because without the right brands, the customers aren't going to have a great experience. So for us, we are passionate about brands because it's small business, especially in COVID right now with what we're going through. The fitness industry and the wellness industry and the travel industry is suffering. And so for us, it's not about taking, it's about creating a win-win. And for us, we didn't want to take a massive amount of percentage for their bookings. It was quite the opposite. We flipped the script. We take much less than any other competitor, anybody out there would ever take. The other thing is we've created really unique, which I can't say on this thing because people are watching, really unique value add propositions for our brands to drive more revenue to them. Because it's, at the end of the day, it's about driving revenue and value to our brands and our fitness partnerships and wellness partnerships. And then our customers are really going to be taken care of. Because when our customers are coming in, they have the money to spend. So what we call them is a value add member that's going to be coming to your studio or to your hotel or to your wellness retreat. And they're coming through our B2B partnerships. So it's a different way of looking at it. So I think I answered your question there.
That's a great answer. Thank you so much for sharing. You're fast onboarding partners across the world. How do you select these partners and what makes it a win-win relationship?
Yeah, great question. You know, for us, it's getting the inside scoop. As a traveler myself, I've been a nomad for 22 years. And a lot of the brands are brands that I've actually visited. And we've made a promise to our partnerships with the credit card companies and others that we carefully handpick these brands. And in some cases, before COVID, we were visiting every single one of them. Obviously, with COVID, that wasn't the case. So we've built a strong relationship because, again, the difference between us and anybody out there is it's about quality, not quantity. We're not onboarding 100,000 brands in a city. We're only handpicking the ones that we feel, based on what the locals say to us, is probably the best yoga studio you could go to, the best HIIT class you could go to, the best boxing class you could go to. So that creates more value, not only for us, but also for our customers and also for the brand. It's a win-win all the way around. So it's been interesting with COVID because we've actually, I thought at the beginning of COVID, like, oh my goodness, we're not going to be able to make our promise of visiting every space. But we've actually built such powerful partnerships because we've been listening. And we realize Center is just a storyteller. We're just telling your story as a brand. And we have 55 million members as an audience that we can let you share your story. And that's all we're really doing. So it's been really cool.
That's nice. That's great to hear. Are you still bringing partners onto the platform now? And what opportunities still exist for companies to work with you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's opportunities everywhere. We're, again, because of COVID, we've had to really, the process to onboarding has taken a lot of time. Now our technology has now created something where they can online through our dashboard and onboard themselves, but it doesn't take away from the personal partnership and personal relationship like we're doing right now over Zoom. So we're always looking. So we're telling everybody today, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about your brand. We're always looking for new partnerships and always will be, just to build relationships.
That's perfect. I mean, it's a long and windy road ahead, but where does your long-term success lie? Is it product, geography, clients? And what are you doing now to ensure you reach these milestones?
That's a great question. I think it's all about people. We're in the people business. At the end of the day, if we're creating something that was created for people, then I think we're going to win. So for us, I'm not looking into all the data research on will there be a normalcy back to travel. Yeah, of course, I think there will be. But that doesn't even matter. What it comes down to the end of the day is our product and our business needs to sell itself by being quality and listening to our brands and listening to our customers. If we're treating our customers and our brands first, then at the end of the day, I believe our product will be addictive. And our vision is that you're so addicted to Centered, you use it wherever you go. And we're only going to do that by building trust and building loyalty and building great partnerships. And that's what we're doing, one day at a time.
Nice. I mean, final question. You've also just successfully completed a capital raise. Congratulations on that. What are your post-close reflections and what advice would you give others currently going through this process now?
Yeah, it's raising capital over a Zoom call is something I never thought in my lifetime I'd be doing. I'm not even, it's funny, before COVID, I hated doing any video calls. I always clicked the button and said no. The formula, there is no formula. You just have to be persistent and believe in yourself. And it's not easy sometimes. We always second guess ourselves and our vision and our mission and our why. But you got to know your why. If you know your why, and I think for the first time in 22 years of being an entrepreneur, I look at Centered as an evolution of all my failures coming together to create something really cool. And it's the same with my team. And I think when investors see that and see not just your passion, but also, of course, the way you can execute, you have a great shot at raising capital. It's not easy. I've been doing this for 22 years and I've raised money for many different companies. And it's a fight. And it's every day. You got to just take rejection as a way of constructive criticism, because believe me, I've been rejected so many times. I can't even count. I remember my first business I raised, I think I wrote down in my journal 177 rejections before I got a yes. And with Centered, I think it was more than that. So, especially because people are like, I don't get it. I don't know exactly what you're doing. And we were trying to, we're in the business of education as founders. We have to educate and communicate and communicate. And then some people aren't going to get it, and that's okay. You just move on. And the right alignment will happen. A moment of opportunity where someone's listening and sees, and you've done your work, and it'll happen. It's just got to keep going.
Thank you so much, Brian, for the short and sharp answers. Thank you so much.
Our mission at Centered is to change the travel experience. If you're here today and you happen to find our little virtual booth here, we want to share with you what Centered's all about. It was created by a bunch of amazing nomad entrepreneurial travelers who decided to come together, including myself, to make something that made health and well-being the core and the center of our travel experience. For so long, we've accepted that from getting to point A to B, we have to feel awful in the process. And that was our value systems here at Centered, was to create from the point you leave your home to the airport, to your destination and back, experiences and offerings that get a way better travel experience, all centered around your health and well-being. So here at Centered, we can't wait to share with you our soon-to-be app that's coming out this later October. You can see us on our website. Everything we have from telemedicine to beauty to fitness experiences. We've onboarded 2,000 different amazing hand-picked brands that we identify with as the founders of Centered, and we can't wait to share it with the world. So check out our site at centered-wellness.com and send out an email and get to know us.
Hi, I'm Sarah Gallo, and I'm head of marketing for Centered. I've been to 114 countries across all 7 continents, so needless to say, my greatest passion is travel. It's no surprise that COVID-19 wrecked my travel plans this year, but I'm eager to hit the road again, armed with my Centered app in hand. Centered was created by a team of travelers and entrepreneurs like myself who came together to change the travel industry by putting health and wellness at the center of their journeys. We've carefully handpicked offerings from some of the world's most unique brands, covering wellness hotels, fitness, beauty, telemedicine, airport lounges, culinary experiences, and so much more. Now, more than ever, travelers need peace of mind while on the road. So we've created offerings aimed to enrich a traveler's mind, body, and soul throughout their journey and at home. We're ready to revitalize the travel industry and cannot wait to have you along for the ride. Welcome to Centered.